grown back my ranking beard, so you know what time it is. It's time to rank all of the Strokes songs. Yep. Gonna do every Strokes song that I'm aware of. So here are the rankings we're going with this time. F equals hate. D means I don't like it. C means I think it's okay. B means I think it's good. A means I think it's amazing. And S is God tier. So, let's properly start with the Strokes' first album, Is This It? First song, Is This It? Is an S. I think it's the perfect way, the most perfect beginning. It is the beginning of the Strokes, yet the song sounds like it is mourning the ending of something. Whatever that is, I don't know, but a very solemn but beautiful beginning to their career. The Modern Age is an A, an iconic song from their catalog that I think everybody likes a good amount, so, and I am in that camp as well. Soma is a B. I still like it, it's not as amazing as the others on this album. Barely Legal is an S, because when that chorus comes in, it just fills you with happiness and joy. You know, that's the song you want to fall in love to, I guess. You can picture yourself in this song's lyrical situation or whatever. Someday is an S, of course. More nostalgic song, There Never Shall Be. Alone Together is an A. I did have it in B because I don't know if I like it as much as the other A's, but you know, I still think the song's amazing. It has a really cool vibe with the trading guitar parts. The way the guitars trade for the main riff is really cool. Last Night is an A. I don't normally like the super popular overplayed ones, but you can't deny that this song is a bop. Hard to Explain is an S. The music video for that fills me with every possible emotion there is. The lyrics are great. The music is amazing. There's nothing wrong with this song. New York City Cops is an A. I think it takes you on a cool little journey. It's a lot different than the other songs on this album. You know, has a little bit of that cyberpunk detective feeling, I think. When It Started is a B. Still good, but, you know, it's not as good as New York City Cops. But I still enjoy it more than I think most people do. I don't know. Trying Your Luck is an A. That's a song that you drink red wine to, I think. That's the feeling it gives me. It's a good song for sulking. I don't know, it just feels it's a very refined song. Take It or Leave It is a B for me. I think it's good and it's a great closer to the album. It's just not my thing generally. It's a little more aggressive, I guess. Each album is gonna have a winner, and this album's winner is Hard to Explain. That song has been my favorite Strokes song since I got into the Strokes, really. And it's between that song and another one, which we'll get to later. It's between those that are my favorites, between those two. Up next is Room on Fire. Whatever Happened is the first song, which is a B. Definitely a good song, though I think it might get lost in the early Strokes music noise a little bit. It's a sleeper. Lots of people sleep on it. Reptilia is an A, of course. I feel like, I don't know if, is it more iconic than Last Night? You be the judge. But that riff, man, that riff. We all wish we wrote that. Automatic Stop. I think it would be the first real sad boy song. Sad boy meaning, I don't know, you know that feeling you get when you listen to Drake in the middle of the night? with your boys. That feeling. Good breakup song. 1251 is an S. I feel like that song really captures young nightlife with that feeling. It's a party, but we're all emotional artists at the same time. You Talk Way Too Much. I slept on this song for a long time, but recently I've come to appreciate it more. And it's an A for me. Give me some time, I just need a little time. That's a really good part. And the way the song feels like it slows down when it goes into the chorus is a cool vibe. Between Love and Hate is a B for me. It's another one that I feel like gets lost in the noise a little bit, but I still like it. Chorus is really fun. Meet Me in the Bathroom is an S. Gives me the same feeling as Barely Legal. It's another song where you can see yourself in the situation. Under Control is a C for me. I just think it's okay. I just feel like there's not much going on in that. But I don't not like it. The Way It Is. This is a song that I feel like, I don't actually know, but I feel like people don't like it because it's sort of a cluster of sound when it first starts off. Like the drums are very robotic sounding. The main riff isn't a lot to write home about, but the way the song gets to the chorus, I feel like is very satisfying. We get to a satisfying point in it. That's why I like it. Therefore, it is an A for me. The End Has No End. That's a B for me. I think it's a very solid song, especially the second verse. When the song opens up, we get some higher register singing, which is always fun. I Can't Win. The silence before the song is like 10 seconds long. That's one issue that we all know about with this album. But whatever. The song's bouncy and fun. I like it. I'll give it a B. The winner of Room on Fire is 1251. Yeah. I just feel like, as a recently graduated college student, that song is literally me. Modern Girls and Old-Fashioned Men, featuring Regina Spektor. That song is an A for me. I like the vocals trading off and how they're singing different things over each other towards the end. It paints a picture of a very sad couple. So, it's good. Up next is First Impressions of Earth. We're starting to get into the controversial territory, I guess. You Only Live Once. I struggle with this one. I can't tell if it's God tier. Oh, yeah, let's make it God tier. Why not? The song it comes from, I'll Try Anything Once. I like that song more because it's more sad boy. But You Only Live Once is really good. Good chorus. Sit me down, shut me up, I'll calm down, and I'll get along with you. And the don't get up. That part is really good. It's just good. It's great. It's God tier. Juice Box is an A. Great bass line, great chorus, great ending. It's good. Heart in a Cage. I'm gonna give that a B. Razorblade. Is it Razorblade or Razorblades? I don't know. It'll be written somewhere on here correctly. I did it. It's Razorblade. Just thought you should know that. Alright. Haha. I'm gonna give that a B. I think it has a really nice, a blissful tension, in the verse. A very signature riff. On the other side, on the other side, nobody waiting on me. On the Other Side, I'm gonna give that a C. Gets lost in the noise a little bit. I think the chorus is the most memorable part, but I think they have much better choruses, so yeah. Vision of Division. I respect the direction they went with this, trying to get a little more aggressive sounding stuff in there. but it just doesn't really work for me. So I give that one a D. That's our first negative opinion. Interesting. Will there be more? I don't know. You should stay tuned. Ask Me Anything is a B for me. It tries something, which I think they accomplish much better later, but, stay tuned. Video retention, audience attention, retention. Yeah, I like the sort of synthesizer thing in the background with Julian just singing by himself. I think it's suitably haunting. Electricityscape. I like the creepiness, the creepy, I don't know if it's a diminished riff or augmented or whatever, but, the riff, moving into a more satisfying chorus section. There's just so many different satisfying sections of the song, so I really like it. It's an A. Killing Lies. It's a bit of a sleeper, but I like it. I don't know. I don't have much to say. It's a B. Fear Sleep. Ow. I just don't vibe with the riff or the chorus, really. Julian doesn't really sound like he's trying some of the time with this song, but it's okay. It's just not my favorite. It's a C. 15 minutes. They're going for a slower sort of, I don't know what kind of beat that's called, but when I first heard it, I had, high hopes for it because it was a sort of different feel for them. But for this one, Julian really doesn't sound like he's trying that hard to sing it, so that kind of put me off. That is our second D. And now let's go up to Eyes of the World. One of the most brilliant lyrical whatevers I've ever heard. How everything is an eyes. And the way the chorus is cut off at the end is brilliant. It just sounds so grandiose. One band against the world type of deal. And I love it. So that's an S for me. Evening Sun. I feel like this is a real sleeper that not many people like. Maybe the bridge, I understand the bridge sort of sounds a little thrown together, but I just can't get over how much I love the chorus. So it's an S. Red Light is an A for me. I really love how both of the guitar parts, like the timing of one of them is off, and there's sort of two lead parts that are trying to weave together, but it doesn't exactly weave together perfectly. I do not think it is a jumbled mess at all. And the lyrics are nice and sweet, so. The winner of First Impressions of Earth was between Eyes of the World and Evening Sun. But, for this one, I'm going to go a little more on the conventional side, I guess, and choose Eyes of the World because it's one of the first Strokes songs I ever heard. And I just think it's brilliant in almost every way, so yeah. Mercy, Mercy Me, the Ecology, is a B-side from this album. It's a cover of Marvin Gaye, and I believe, if my ears don't trick me, I didn't look this up because I want to see if I'm right or... I didn't look this up because I want to see if I'm right or not, but I think it's Eddie Vedder that's singing with them. That'd be funny if I was wrong, but that's what I think. But yeah, it's fine. It's not their usual style, so it's a little weird, but I think it's executed well enough. I'm going to give it a B. Up next is Angles. Starts with Machu Picchu, which I'm going to give a B. They start to show their funky side a little bit, which I think is fun and a very important piece of their arsenal. I might have overplayed the song to myself a little bit, which is why it's at a B and not like an A. But it's a good song. It has a place in my heart. Undercover of Darkness. It's a B. I like this song. Only reason I would have anything against it is maybe it's just a little safe sounding for them. But you can't deny that riff, and the lyrics are really interesting, so it's a good song. Two Kinds of Happiness. That is a B from me. I like the 80s-ish verses. And the way the whatever the chorus does, I don't know. Seems frantic, but it's fun, and I like it. Yeah. You're So Right. I'm gonna give that one an A. I like how outside the box it is. I like how foreboding and creepy it sounds. I wanna ask you something more. Taken for a Fool is an A. That song has a close place in my heart because it helped me through some point of my life a few years ago. Yeah, I just think it's pretty solid. More than solid. It's great. With games, they go into a more 80s vibe as well. Even more so outside of what they usually do in this one. But, I think it works. Music's good, lyrics are good. It's a B for me. Call Me Back. This is undoubtedly their most tragic, sad-sounding song. Probably one of the songs, if you want to get me to cry, this would be one of them that would have the best shot at doing it. So, it's an S for me. Gratisfaction is next. This one is happy sounding and fun, and yeah, it does not offend me in any serious way, so I'm going to give it a B. Metabolism is next. I feel like this one definitely gets swept under the rug a little bit, but again, it does not offend me in any way. I find the riff to be nice and foreboding, which is always a plus, so I'm going to give it a B. Finally, for this album, we have Life is Simple in the Moonlight, and I'm going to give that one an A, because the swelling chords in the verse, it's all very sultry and nice, so. The winner of Angles is Call Me Back, because it's so sad and beautiful and everything. Music video is pretty cool too. Up next is Comedown Machine, the one that everyone dislikes. Not me though. I think I give it a pretty fair rating, considering what I like. First up is Tap Out. You see the attempted change in this song, but I think it works pretty well. It don't offend me in no way. Good start to the album. I'm gonna give it an A. Surprised. All the Time. In a similar vein to Under Cover of Darkness, I think it's kind of safe. I don't know. It feels celebratory in a way that I appreciate, so I'm gonna give it a B. One Way Trigger. Probably the most divisive song of theirs. Maybe. I don't know. I love this song. Chord progression's great. The chorus does the 2-5-1-4 thing that I really love. Lyrics are god tier for sure. So yeah, it's an S. Welcome to Japan, I think goes for the same sort of feeling as Machu Picchu, but I like this one more, so I dub the A. Next is 80s Comedown Machine. It's got a similar vibe to Ask Me Anything, but like with the synth being the main thing. I think it's a synth, or I don't know, it's just some beautiful swirling ness along with the 8-bit drums. It's simply beautiful. Up next is 50/50. I've put this in the B section. It's a pretty hot-headed sounding song. Sounds like it could be the theme song for Top Gear. Slow Animals, yet another that I think is just not thought about. It's not in the Strokes fandom collective conscious, I guess, but it's fine. I'm gonna give it a B. Partners in Crime, one of the most sort of left field places they've gone, which I think is really interesting and cool. The chorus is unlike anything they've ever done. It's a fun song. I like it, so I'm gonna give it an A. Chances is next. I really like this one. It's very dreamy. Some 80s nostalgic feel for it. Sounds very sweet and beautiful. I'm gonna slap an A on that one. Up next is Happy Ending. I'm putting this one in C. It doesn't offend me too much or anything. I'm just not a huge fan of the chorus. I don't think it's bad. It's just not really my thing. And finally, for Comedown Machine, is Call It Fate, Call It Karma. And this song is really, really cool. It's got some 40s through 50s really old music flavor. The recording just sounds archaic. It ends with what seems like a Mellotron loop or something like that. Yeah, I just think this song is super cool. They've never done anything like that before or since. I guess it would be kind of cheap if they did that same thing again, but, you know, I really liked it. So I'm going to give that one an S. And it's also the winner of Comedown Machine. Yay! Up next, we shall cover Future, Present, Past. This was the first album, or the first thing they put out while I was a fan of them. So that was very exciting for me. Because of that, I have a strong attachment to this collection of 3 songs. First is Drag Queen. Pretty out there, more Voids-ish. It's got more 80s nostalgia flavor. It's very foreboding, which I like. I like creepy and foreboding sort of stuff. Some Final Countdown vibes. But yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna give it an A. Up next is Oblivious. You know, it's something we come to expect of the Strokes nowadays. It's sort of that sort of sound. I'm not as much a fan of it, but I still like it, so I'm giving it a B. Thread of Joy, probably the basic choice, but my choice nonetheless is that I'm giving Thread of Joy an S. It is classic Strokes with, you know, their modern cherry on top, I guess. The chorus is amazing, the outro is phenomenal, and the whole song's just really beautiful. The music video is pretty cool too. In Oblivious, the Moretti mix, I'm also giving a B, because that's how I feel about Oblivious. I don't think the Moretti mix really changes my opinion all that much. The winner of Future, Present, Past is obviously Thread of Joy. Now we are on to the final album. So far, please. Please, just so far. First is The Adults Are Talking. Possibly one of their most iconic riffs now. One of their best riffs, I think. I don't know. It's just super catchy and gets you dancing. And the lyrics are amazing. Everything about it is damn near perfect to me. So, The Adults Are Talking gets an S. Selfless. A beautiful song. Great lyrics. Great music. Great everything. I'm giving it an A. Brooklyn Bridge to Chorus sort of makes me feel the same way that Thread of Joy does. It's classic Strokes with their modern cherry on top. I really like it. Chorus is great. What do you want from me? It's an A. Bad Decisions. It's sort of the same thing. It's their modern Last Night. I think it works really well. It's a great song. Music video's pretty freaky and funny, and I found the original source of what they were trying to copy, I guess, which I'll put right here. That's interesting, isn't it? I bet you didn't know that. I posted it on Reddit and no one seemed to care. Anyway, I'm giving Bad Decisions an A. Eternal Summer, the only slight caveat to this album, I think. I respect the song's message. I respect the style they went for, but, you know, it's just not really what I wanted to hear. I don't hate it, though, so I'm gonna give it a C. At the Door. What can I say about this song? I think the contrast of the dismal verses with the heavenly choruses just works so well. When it goes into the chorus, it just makes me feel it. Whatever it is, it just makes me like, yes, that is just yes. The lyrics are great. Everything about the music is great. Makes me feel super depressed and super hopeful at the same time. The music video is my favorite music video ever, probably. Which is funny because it just came out last year. But do you want more evidence that I like this song? Want more evidence? Boom, baby. There's your evidence right there. I got it tattooed on my body. That one scene, you know, if you see this, you know the scene, but I got it tattooed on my body, for God's sake. So, I mean, this has to be my favorite Strokes song, right? But yeah, it's an S. Why are Sundays so depressing? I'm gonna give it an A. Cool guitar sounds. Same case as Thread of Joy, Bad Decisions, Brooklyn Bridge. It's just quintessential Strokes done well. Not the Same Anymore, also an A. Same deal as the last one. This song in particular gives me strong Room on Fire vibes, which makes me feel happy and good and stuff. And finally, Ode to the Mets. This is their best last song, their best closing song. Because it feels like a finale without being cheesy. It just sounds like, the song sounds like the war has ended, you know? Or something like that. And there's also, you should look up a mashup thing of Ode to the Mets and Is This It? Because they go together surprisingly well. Like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, this sounds like Is This It? Like, if this was the last song they ever did, it would be like the perfect book, you know? But please God, let them have more. Great ender. I'm gonna give it an S. Look at that mashup. It's great. There are a few, actually. All pretty good. The winner of The New Abnormal, which I did not say before, the winner of The New Abnormal is, unsurprisingly for me, At the Door, because I have it tattooed on my body. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed my opinions. Let me know what you think. Tell me that I'm right. Tell me that I'm wrong. Let's all try to get along. That's it. I'll see ya on the other side. On the other side.